You are listening to Larry Conners, USA.
You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth.
This is Larry Conners USA. Larry Conners USA.
I woke up this morning, got myself a gun. Mama always said I'd be the chosen one.
The president has the authority to do it. Just if I can make an analogy that's not totally appropriate, but to talk about perceptions for a moment, speak of perceptions and why I think they're so important. President Roosevelt clearly had the right to send to the United States Senate and the United States Congress a proposal to pack the court. It was totally within his right to do that. He violated no law. He was legalistically absolutely correct, but it was a bonehead idea.
Bonehead idea. Those are the words of Senator Joe Biden in 1983 on the subject of packing the court. Well, look where we are now, 2021. No longer Senator Biden, now President Biden, and he's going along with this party pushing for this bonehead idea. Well, at least that's the way he labeled it then. You heard it. It wasn't good then. Why is it good now? I just thought of why. Because the progressives want it, and he's going to dance to whatever tune they're playing. He's been doing it to get elected. He's got to keep doing it. They're pulling the strings, and he's going to fall in line with them. You know, you have to worry sometimes that you're going to have, we questioned this before, because Jen Psaki, the White House spokeswoman, has admitted on more than one occasion that former President Barack Obama often calls Joe Biden. Well, let me correct that. We know they have phone conversations. We don't know that Obama calls him or Biden calls Obama. But there's a lot of conferring back and forth. And you have to think, is this a third term of Obama? Could be, right? And then if we're going to be told that he's president, but is he really running the show anyway? Not at this point. If he's going to look at packing the court, which he said was a bonehead idea, there's nothing that's changed on the court since that time, except who's in charge and the fact that progressives want it their way. They want to make sure they have a way to control decisions from the court. This is not to make the court better. Ruth Bader Ginsburg, solid liberal, had said before her death, when it comes to the number of justices on the court, she said, I think 9 is the perfect number. 9. It doesn't specify in the Constitution as to how many of these should or shouldn't have, but what they want to do now, they want to add 4 seats. They want to go from 9 to 13. And, of course, with Biden in place, then he will be able to name those 4. They have to go through Senate confirmation, but whoa, look who controls the Senate now. The Democrats. Tie vote? No, the VP gets to cast the vote. They control the Senate. Of course, they have to get this through both houses of Congress. And House Judiciary Chair Jerry Nadler says, I'm convinced we will. And all this comes less than a week after Biden signed that executive order creating a commission to study the question of whether the court should be expanded. They don't even have the results back from his commission study, and he's already, along with the Democrats, say, move forward. And they did today. They introduced their plan. We're going to get into that in more detail. Also, more word about Kamala Harris. I told you yesterday that Republicans have been so incensed that she still won't go down to the border, see how things are. They put out milk cartons with her picture on it, missing. Well, she is going to go south. You should know she's going south. No, not where you think she's going south. One, I don't think she knows where the border is because in her mind, we don't have a border. She's going to go visit the Northern Triangle and maybe Mexico on the way in. And then you got Tucker Carlson being called dangerous. After we heard from Project Veritas as to how CNN was slanting all of its stories about COVID to frighten the hell out of you. And now Tucker raises a question and CNN quickly says, isn't that dangerous? Asking Dr. Fauci, isn't it dangerous? And I'm going to have later in the second hour, Pete Hoekstra, former chair of the House Intel Committee. on Democrats planning on using our intel agencies to spy on American citizens. You, your friends, your family, your neighbors. Why? Because they consider you're a bigger terrorist threat to this nation than jihadists, which are coming across the border who knows how often, because no one's checking. No one's vetting who's coming across. We know we've already caught some from the Middle East. You think they were just coming here to have a vacation? Don't count on it. Oh, and something that I go back to my days in Texas and Oklahoma, cow chip throwing. I'll explain coming up. A lot to cover the next 2 hours. Lock and load. Ready. On the right.
You can hear podcast of this program at Larry Connors USA Facebook. Larry Connors USA Facebook.